What if the person who saved my life was the one who almost took it? I was 22, driving home after a late shift at the hospital, eyes glued to my phone. A red light. A blur. A crash. The next thing I remember is waking up in the hospital, my leg in a cast, a stranger's hand gripping mine. His name was Ethan, and he'd been the other driver, a guy who'd swerved to avoid a deer, hit my car head on. He'd broken his leg, but he'd stayed with me until paramedics arrived, even though he could have walked away. Months later, I ran into him at the same hospital. He was a volunteer, same floor I worked on. He told me he'd been diagnosed with a terminal illness 6 months prior and had been trying to make peace with his past. He'd been a drunk driver once, years ago, and the guilt had haunted him. That night, he said, he'd seen himself in me, a young person making a mistake, and chose to act differently. He gave me his necklace, a simple silver cross, and said, "Don't let one mistake define you." I still wear it. Last week, I got a letter from his sister. He'd passed away 2 days before I found out. The last thing he'd written was, "Tell her I'm sorry for the crash, but thank you for the second chance." I still remember the way he trembled when he said it, like he'd been holding on to that moment for years. Sometimes I think about that crash not as a mistake, but as the moment I met someone who taught me how to be better. It's weird, right? The people who change your life aren't always the ones you expect.